Welcome back to the channel, Legends, and today I'm finally bringing you my PVE Interchange loot run here in Tarkov 1.0. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do know by now, but Interchange has had a massive buff with the camps on the outside of the Ultra shopping mall. And let's just say these areas are busting with loot. Now, you can get many high-value items by doing this loot run. And the beauty about this loot run is you don't have to go in the shopping mall. So therefore, you're eliminating the risk of going in and running into killer and other PMCs and scavs and stuff in there. So this is not completely risk-free, but we will be doing like a big circle around the map and looting 4 key locations. And I'm going to show you that now. So what you can expect to find on this loot run: moonshine, lead X's, ophthalmoscopes, defibs, you know, whiskey, super waters, stuff for your hideout, GPUs even, you know, gold chains, rollers, pro kills, those sorts of things. Thermite, you know, all these key things that you need for your hideout that are extremely expensive on the flea market. So you need 4 lead X's in total for all the quests coming up on your guys' journey to escape Tarkov. So this is, I literally got every single one of my lead X's from doing this single loot run. Now, there is a couple of items that you can bring along with you to make it a little bit easier. These are not essential. You don't have to bring these. But one of the key areas that we're going to be going to is the new flare extract on Interchange. So I like to bring a green flare with me, so I can pop that when I finish looting and just get out safely. Also, it's handy to always keep some rubles on you, so you can leave through the taxi extract via the power station if you wish to. I'm not going to incorporate the power station into my loot run, but it might be a little extra place that you guys can go and loot, depending on your spawn location. Now, the beauty about this loot run is it doesn't matter where you spawn, you can still hit all 4 of these camps up, and there'll still be extractions nearby. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you the loot run. And just quickly before we start, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's shown so much love on my previous videos. The reserve loot run, which I'm going to update for you guys. There's going to be a video coming out very soon with a new key that I've obtained, and I've got some juicy loot out of it. And also for the marked room runs that we've been doing. I'm currently on the hunt for new marked room keys, so as soon as I find them, I want to do a guide, a 10 opening on every marked room, so you guys can see what kind of loot to expect in these marked rooms and if anything's changed since the release. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into Interchange. Okay guys, here we go. Interchange. Let's see what spawn we get. Where are we going to spawn? Let's have a look here. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, well, I think we got the perfect spawn. Okay. Let me get my bearings. Here. This way. Nope, not this way. This way. I get lost in these woods all the time, guys. We got that way. There we go. I see the camp. So this is on the, I guess if you say the front of the store is the northern side, this would be the farthest southern side, all right? The power station's just there. And then you've got the back of Ollie just here. So, yeah. This is the first camp that we want to hit. Now, this camp is part of the story quests. I forget which quest line it is, actually. But when you come here, if you come in here for the first time, make sure to search for little bits of paper, documents, and that sort of stuff, because it's for one of the story quest lines. Now, I haven't got too far into the quest lines yet. Oh, we got some PMC come and said hello. Hello, mate. Where did you come from? I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have never had that happen, but he's gone. All right, so here we go. So fuel conditioners, lots of fuel and stuff now. And we're not going to grab that now because I don't want to be too heavy. Again, I'm just showing you guys the run that I normally do. So weapon boxes, all these sorts of bits around here, duffel bags. Let's see what kind of loot we can actually get from here. So there is a PMC spawn just on the corner there. So this guy's come all the way over from there. So checking all around here. Got another duffel bag. Those guys seem to be having a right war. You can get, I found like gold chains and stuff near this mattress here, which is pretty cool. Weapon attachments on here. I've actually managed to get some of my gunsmith tasks done from these. So here we go, defib. So where this defib is, a LEDX can actually spawn here as well. So it's like closest to the window here on that shelf there. So scored a defib. We got a jacket. There we go. I have never found the LEDX here, but a friend has that I've been gaming with. So there is a LEDX spawn right there where that defib is. So always check these as well. I've seen LEDXs spawn in those round cylinder things on labs and on this map actually as well. So we're just going to grab some stuff that I think we might need. So again, we got an armor spawn here. This seems to be the 6B13 every time that I've been here. So we got a weapons crate here. Also, make sure you check on the beds for gold change, rollers, that sort of stuff. So on these beds here, just make sure we're checking. And then we've got a vodka there as well. Gold chain on the top there. And then an AK-105. So there's also another weapon spawn in this camp here. Again, checking the beds. We've got a food spawn right here. We've got another weapons crate. So resting up against this crate or on top of this crate could be another weapon spawn. I've only ever seen AKs here. So, yeah. And that pretty much concludes this camp, to be fair. This is just a small one. But again, you can get fuel. As you can see, a defib, so there's chance of a leady here as well. All right, so we're going to move on to our next camp now. Now, we're going to stick to the outskirts here. Maybe don't go too far this way because you will get sniped. You will get sniped. That is the map boundary there. So let's push to our next camp. Again, we're trying to stay out of trouble. We're just here for the loot. We're not here to get into any trouble. You do get a PMC spawn here at Emacom. You do also get a PMC spawn just in front here, like in the grass area. Well, it's not grass anymore. The snow is here, guys. The snow is here. So I'm just going to stick to the outskirts here. So again, if you did find something good... Oh, is that someone down there? That is a PMC down there. He gone. We got any more for any more? So sometimes they seem to get stuck here, guys, as well. Like, they don't really push in. Most of the times you will see them going up this ramp and into the back of Molly, though. So, yeah, Emacom's just there. So that spawn we just got there and Emacom are probably the two best spawns that I like to do on this route. And obviously you can hit the hidden stashes up if you come across any as well on the way to add even more loot to the total. All right, so not a bad first camp. Not a bad first camp. Again, it's not the best, but not bad at all. All right, so the next camp we're going to go to is just on the left side here of the road. Now, there's a couple of key spots in this camp that I found some really good stuff. I've never found the LEDX here, but I have found moonshine, some decent body armors in the weapon box here, and some loose valuable items. So here we go. Here's the next little camp here. Now, first thing I always do is if I come in from this way is I'll loot this green tent here. This has some food spawns, i.e. sugar and vodkas, moonshines, that sort of stuff. So there's normally always a duffel bag in here. Didn't get any luck. We've got the weapon crate. Nothing that's exciting me in there. We've got some loose weapon mods on this table here. So on the corner of this pallet here, you can get vodkas, moonshines, etc. And then I found sugar around this area here. So we got a bit unlucky on this run. But yeah, I always check this tent first. Always check that tent first. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. So checking all the things here. You get ammo in these crates here. Oh, some 903 for the 50 cal. Let's go. We'll grab that up. Weapon box there. Again, we're not going to loot everything for the purposes of time on this video. I don't want to make it too long for you guys. Check this desk as well. I found gold chains on the desk. Ibuprofen. Nice. So that's a good spawn there. What else we got here? A morphine as well. Beautiful. Okay, so there's a lot of medical stuff you can get. Don't remember finding anything here. So, okay, that's that tent concluded. All right, so on this box here, I either see ammo or there can be a moonshine spawn. I've seen it once. Unfortunately, I've not got any footage of it. But yeah, there is a moonshine spawn there. And then you got loose medical items here. We've got some Vaseline. We've got another CMS kit and stuff here. Checking these shelves as well for stims. You can get adrenalines and morphines. The more popular stims. And then we got a nice weapons crate here. Oh, I said it was nice. It's empty, but that's the one I've normally found my armors and stuff in. And this one back here as well. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Anything good? Anything good? No. A little Kenner. Okay, here we go. There's another whiskey spawn. So this can be whiskey, vodka, or moonshine, or any other food items right there. Got some more weapon attachments here on the top. Duffel bag. This can be here. Sometimes it's not. It's just a bit of RNG. Now, these grand juices are going for crazy money at the moment, so we'll definitely be looting that. And then in this container here, we do have some loose medical stuff, med bags. I'm always checking these. I've not yet found a LEDX or anything in these. Another CMS kit. Another med bag right there. And then we got some loose stuff on the floor as well. So if you're looking for your slayers, if you're just new to the game, you can find your slayers here. Another morphine. Another Vaseline. Now, I'm guessing you can get some higher tier stuff on these shelves, but I've not seen it. I have not seen it, so... All right, let's continue. Once I've looted that, push out here, and then we're going to go to our third camp. Now, this camp's actually smaller, and it's actually a transition area as well. But again, there's some jackets there. There's some medical item spawns. And again, food spawns, moonshines, all that sort of stuff. So 50 moonshine, 50 vodka, and 30 whiskeys will get you a thick case. Because you can't buy thick cases. You can only barter for them. And now with the price of moonshine at the moment, I've seen it anywhere from 600k to 250k. So depending until it settles a little bit, when people get their boost generator up and running, we're not going to really see if that barter is going to be worth the money just yet. So I've already done one, mainly from doing this run, finding vodkas, whiskies, and moonshines. Obviously, I'm crafting moonshine as well, which speeds up the process a little bit. But I've actually bartered for one. Now, I'm not sure if it was worth it, but hey-ho. You know, it's PVE, and I wanted a thick case, so I think the best barter is going to be the blue folders, which you unlock later on. To be fair, with the amount of LEDXs that you find in this run, that also could be a very viable option, because as you can see, we've already found a defib. I've also got some more footage that I'm going to put at the end of the video, just showing you guys like the spots that I found all these key items in. And also I'll make them into shorts and stuff as well. So, okay, so here's the second camp. So this is actually a transition area. So first tent, we've always got a jacket here. See if we can get any nice keys. Now we've got some matches, which you need in this bloody weather. Food spawn normally up here. There we go. We've got medical spawns all by these beds. I've not found any good valuables here yet. But again, you know, let's just grab that food there. Another loose medical CMS kit there as well. Medical item spawn. And then we've got this tent here, which has normally got a med bag, and it's not, again, it's not always here. But again, you got a chance of leadies and all that stuff out of these bags as well, so it's worth investigating. And then again, I just make sure I check all the beds. I have found like some, you know, vibing sneakers, you know, some streamer item stuff on these beds before as well. And then always check this table. It is an absolute cluster, but you do find moonshines, whiskies, vodkas, that sort of stuff. It's basically a food spawn on this table here, which we haven't had any luck. And then we've got another medical tent. Again, I've never found a LEDX or anything spicy in here. But I always check it. Always make sure to check it. So, yeah, we'll check this. And then we've normally got a box here. Again, the box may or may not be there for you guys. Ophthalmoscope. Nice. We'll take that. And then we got a 2B. They actually sell for quite a bit on the flea and to the traders as well. So we'll snap that up. And then coming around here, we have fuel conditioner, or this can be a normal fuel spawn as well. Weapon box. Some BT ammo. We'll grab it. Why not? We'll grab it. Why not? And then this is the transition area just around here. So this is the transit to customs. For those of you who don't know, this bus is ready to take off at any point. So just be careful you don't hold down the F transition when you're here. Now, I know that sounds a bit silly, but I have done that before. So we've got a jacket spawn here. Also, we can have loose medical items here. I've seen it in the back of the ambulance and on the floor as well. And then just heading over to this side here, there's some stuff that can spawn on the table and also on these barrels here at the back. So I always check that there. And then behind here, we've got loose spawns that can spawn here and on the barrels. And on the front and in here, you can get ammo in here. And then we've got a weapons crate just there. Loose ammo here. Can actually get some really good ammo from this round. Again, it's another food item spawn there. And then another ammo crate there. Okay, something I don't check very often is this little hut up here. So we're just going to go and have a look. We're going to go and loot this together. I'm wondering if there's any jackets or containers in here that we can actually loot. Let's have a little look. Okay, nothing as a... Oh, we got a suitcase. Okay. Now, I believe the suitcases are like duffel bags. They can pretty much spawn any items of the game. There you go. Gold chain and an egg. I would have never known unless I come in here. So there you go, guys. Make sure you check that. All right. So that's our third camp. And again, we've been recording now for about 15 minutes. And we're already at our third camp. Plus, obviously, you know, I'm showing you guys the juice, the spawns. So you could definitely get this run down very, very quick. And then in this area, you have got to be a little bit careful because scavs can spawn and roam around in this area. Because there is a task to do here when you unlock Ragman, and that is to plant a marker on the 4 fuel trucks, and one of the fuel trucks they've put in the new area here. So I like to just take this route. Now, don't worry, you won't get hit by any mines or anything over here. When I first discovered this area, as you can see, there's the front of the Ultra shopping mall there. And so you just want to head this way, basically, if you're coming out of the shopping mall. Now, what I do love about this run, and I said it in the intro, is you're still going to get scabs, PMCs, as you just saw at the start of this video. But it's kind of very, very low risk, and you don't need to go into the shopping mall. Now, there is a helmet here, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Now, could you imagine being on PvP, coming out of here, and just seeing that blue helmet there? So there is so if you're on the peacekeeping mission, again, free helmets. These can go for quite a bit on the flea, or you have to barter for them. So, yeah, free helmet here. I've only ever seen the UNTAR one there, the UN helmet. I've not seen any other helmets there. But again, if you guys do find some other style helmets that are good, please pop them down in the comments. So, here we go. So this is the new area here. Okay, that's the just through that gap there is the fuel truck, which I'll show you guys just in case you haven't got that quest yet. Okay, so always check this crate. You can get some decent ammo drops and also food spawns in that crate as well. ammo on here, and then you just want to go through here. Ammo can spawn on top of this crate here as well. Now, what I always do is I always go left here, and we're going to do some parkour. So there is the fuel truck there that you need to mark for your quest. And then I run all the way to this area of the rocks here. Now, this is pretty easy vault. You can vault and jump up these. Now, careful when you peek this, because obviously if scavs are in there, they will lock onto you. Okay. Can you climb up, please, sir? Little jump. Little jump. Little jumps. There we go. Okay. This is the first spot I hit up. Now, you can get some weapon attachments, barrels, grips, all sorts of stuff that you might be able to use for some of your gunsmith quests. And then normally here you'd have ammo spawns. And I have found some decent ammo up here as well. Now, this is normally a Cora, which is a class 3, or a Packer armor normally here. I haven't seen any other armors, but again, just let me know. See, there was a scav there just chilling. Hello, mate. Good night, son. Right, let's see if any others make any noise. Now, expect, worst case scenario, anywhere between 1 and 4 scavs here. I've never seen anything over 4 scavs here. Now, in my experience, once you've eliminated the scavs, no more seem to spawn, which is awesome for this loot run. So after I've done that, I come down here and loot this. Again, loose items here. Duffel bag here as well, which again can spawn anything. So you always want to be checking that. Some sugar, nice. And then, you know, suppressors, mags, all sorts of weapon attachments here. Now, this spawn, I need to just go through this. So it is here. Beautiful. Now, I've got plenty of footage of me running this route offline and finding the moonshine here. So this spawn is the same every single time, apart from the moonshine. The only item that changes is the moonshine, and it can either be vodka or whiskey. So it's moonshine, vodka, or whiskey. We're lucky on this run we got the moonshine, which is lovely. And then you always get the Alyonka chocolate and the beef jerky. So the chocolate and the jerky are the same every time. And the only thing that changes is the alcohol. There we go. Bish, bash, bosh. Right, and then after that, I just come down here. Now, you can check up on this little hill here. I don't check it often because I've not really found much up here. But you can get, like, ammo and food spawns up here. And then you've got a mannequin here with fleece hats. So if you're crafting, you need fleece to craft. I think it's actually craft fleece for a quest that you've got to do later on as well. You can grab that from here. There also can be like other helmets. I see like tank helmets and stuff on top of this mannequin. But again, you MIA AP. I'm glad I did come up here. And then you've got a duffel bag and a weapons box up here as well. Again, may or may not be here. Oh, I actually need this. Awesome. And then we'll loot the weapon box as well. Okay. So after I've done that, again, I don't normally do this section, but I'm glad we did for the purposes of this video today, because we found some nice AP ammo. So, all right. So after I've done that, I come down here. Now, the first thing I do is I go over to this little area here, check the ammo spawns, 55A1, Action SX, not a massive fan. Check this all for ammo. Check this for ammo as well. And I come over to this little table here. Now, this table can spawn moonshines, vodkas, whiskies for your barters, or just to sell, really, to make some money. So we just got a food spawn here now as well. So after I've done that, I come round to here. Now, these little pallets here can spawn electronic items. Now, I found most of my Nixon camera lenses on this pallet here. Now, we didn't get anything this time, but make sure you just check that. Again, it's very easy just to run past it and not pay attention to it. So, yeah, always check that for electronic items. Now, you can get food and ammo on this crate here, same as this box. And then we have fuel here for days, guys. If you're running low on fuel in your generator, chuck a green flare on, put some kit on, and just run. Just come to this camp alone. You will find so much fuel. You will not possibly be able to carry it out sometimes if the spawn rate's good. So we've got a big can of fuel here. Fuel conditioner. Again, this can be fuel. And then round the side of this Yeah, you get tool sets. These are going for crazy money at the moment on the flea because you need them found and raid for your hideout. But you don't need them found and raid in your hideout, sorry. So they're going for crazy money. Weapon attachments here. Got a good suppressor there. That's for the MP7, which I'm actually running at the moment. So I'm doing my reserve raider kills. So weapon box here. Electronic spawn here. I have found a GPU here. So always check here. Random. I know it's very random. Again, check the shelves for spark plugs, that sort of stuff. Tools, those sorts of things there. Same with this shelf here. Ammo can spawn on any of these boxes here as well. All right, so once I've done that, again, I come over to here. Just check here. I've not found anything significant, but I always just check this little area here. And then around here, fuel. Lots of fuel. Again, like I said, lots of fuel. You can also have fuel spawn at the back of this fuel tanker here, which is one of the ones that's been moved that you have to mark for your quests. So once I've checked that, done all that bit, check for ammo on here. I run through here. Ammo spawn again on here. We've got some BP as well, which is nice. And then you can get moonshine that spawns on top of this box here. So awesome. So JSPSX, not a fan. So here's our little scavvy we got earlier. Now, this open fridge seems to always have a medical item in it. So we got some H2 there. Our victim. Okay, so we got 5 tents in here and a couple of huts that we need to loot. So this is the first one. Now, again, this one is a electronics and medical spawn, which is the main items I seem to find in here. So we have ES lamps, spark plugs, motors. Also, you can get graphics cards in here as well. Make sure you check in as well, because it can, the smaller items, obviously not this motor, can phase underneath the tarp here. So be checking that. Now, on this shelf here, this is where I normally find the LEDX in this tent, is on this shelf here. So normally you'll get a medical item that spawns there, and it can be a LEDX here as well. Okay. Now, on this as well, you can find a LEDX. Again, I found it once. Unfortunately, I've got no footage of it, but a lot of my friends that I run with have also found it on this surface here. So you can also have medical boxes that spawn here, and you normally get some loose medical items, which we've been a little bit unlucky, but we'll search the duffel bag. You never know, we might get lucky here. Blood set and a max energy. I guess we'll take it. We'll pop some food and drink now quickly. And again, on this desk, you're looking for electronic stuff as well on that desk there. So, yep, good little tent. Good little tent. And then I normally move to my second tent here. Ammo on here. Got some nice AP there for the Lapua. Always check here on this pallet here and on this shelving. You can find like gold chains, rollers, that sort of stuff. And then we got a big weapons crate with 1 mod in it. Always makes me laugh. Check on the floor here as well, loose items. And then this shelf can have electronics. As you can see, we've got magnets, CPUs, that sort of stuff. Graphics cards as well can spawn on this shelf. I've never found anything on this bed, but there is like a randomly a valuable item. So you can get like Veritas Pixes, cats, that sort of stuff here, gold chains and stuff. But I always check the beds anyway, just to make sure. So yeah, make sure you're checking on the floor as well, on the pallets. And then once I come out of that tent, I come to this little broken corner, tipped over trolley here, because there are electronic spawns here. So as you can see, we've got a G phone here. And yes, I have found a graphics card here on the floor. So there's that one, that one, that one. And then we got our third tent here, sorry. Again, checking the floor here, I found electronics, graphics cards, etc. on there. Weapon attachments has always been on the table for me. And then you've got some more electronic components here on the shelf. So PSUs, LCDs, weapons crate here, which we'll have a quick peek. See what's inside. Anything juicy? Nope. Nothing too juicy. And then on this, you can have food spawns, ammo spawns on the sofa here. And then you've got a duffel bag, which normally spawns here. Nothing too exciting there. And then ammo spawns on this rack here. Now, I have found some decent ammo here. M62 is not bad for the blackout. And so, yeah, I found some decent ammo spawns there as well. So make sure you're checking that, guys. So that's this tent. And then I always check this box here. This can have ammo and it can have electronical items in it as well. And then I always check here, okay? Here I have found so many vodkas, moonshines, whiskies that just spawns here as a loose spawn on this crate here. Then again, loose spawn here. Never found a moonshine, but you got your bottle of beer and vodkas, that sort of stuff, whiskey on here as well. And then checking in here, we got some food, so that'd be good for your quest if you're early doors. Some M62, which is not bad ammo for a 308 gun. Some FMJ Lapua rounds and some ME rounds for the new lever action, which is currently the best ammo in the game for that. Okay. Moving on, this is the Golden Grail. I'll put some footage in at the end of the video so you can see the different items that I found in this tent. So, medical bag to the right can spawn. So obviously, always worth searching these up. Loose spawns, loose meds on this table. And then loose meds on this cabinet, in this cabinet here. We've got another box here. Some more medical bits and stuff in it. Okay. And then in here, you can get lead X's, ophthalmoscopes, and defibs. All right. So all three of those items spawn in this metal container here. Bit unlucky with this one. And again, it's not guaranteed every time, but that's one of the main areas that I found all my lead X's for the quest that I need. So again, checking for ammo, SP6. And then around these portaloos here, want to be checking the floor around here, especially on this side, because you can again find vodkas. There we go, vodkas and stuff just loose there. I'm going to assume that so many people that do this loot run will just run straight past that. Now, even if you're not saving your vodka up to get your sick cases or whatever you're doing, it's still going to sell for really well on the flea market, so, or even to traders. So. All right, so that concludes this area. I believe I've shown you all the key spots. If I find any more, I'll update the video as we go. And then after that, I just walk down here. Always check these two boxes here for some ammo spawns. You can see you've got ammo spawns on these. And then I check, you can get some fuel that spawns here as well by this generator. And then I always check here. So there you go, some sodium you need for your hideout. Again, vodkas, moonshines can all spawn here where these drinks are. And then you can get ammo and loose food spawns on this chair here. Now after that, run over here. I check all of these for loose items for the hideout. You can get hoses, all sorts of good stuff here for your hideout. And also these are selling for crazy money at the moment as well. And stuff spawns on this chair. So once I've done that, I just run over to this last little hut here. And you normally have a lot of stream items in here. The tool related stream items, fire steels, that sort of stuff. So weapon box, pish bash bosh. I found 2 fire steels on here the other day, which is crazy. Some ammo, some BP ammo. Ooh, 7.62 BP, that'd be lovely. And then you can find some stuff in this cabinet here as well, food spawns, etc. Now you can just have a quick peek over here. So a weapon box can spawn in the back of this car here. And then you have loose ammo spawns and food spawns in this little area. Now, on top of this hill, you can see the mannequin there is wearing an armor. I've never seen a good armor on there. Packers and the armor, I always forget the name of this armor. The Cora on this one as well. You always see them. So, I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to loot that. I always check that for ammo. Come over to this little area for ammo as well. You can get some good ammo over here. Like you've just seen. Some Golnik there. I've never found anything on there, but it's worth just scoping it out, see if there's anything there. Okay. So that is pretty much done. And then you've got railway extract over there. So if you didn't have a green flare, you just beeline it this way all the way up to railway there as well. So there's one more spot I would like to show you guys. So underneath, again, you can get fuel that spawns in the back of the van. And then underneath here, you can get boxes. Oh, we're heavy. We're heavy. We've been looting, chat. We've been looting. Okay, and then, yeah, so fuel spawns, fuel conditioners, and that can spawn in there. And then over in this area here, you can find toolkits, loose tools and stuff on the floor here and on the hood of that car. So it's worth just checking. Again, toolkits are going. I saw one for 150k the other day. And then this is the new signal flare extract. As you can see, signal flare. So that's what I normally do. Fill up with all this juicy loot. And then wait until you see the signal flare area. Pop it. Wait for it to go green. And then you can just safely extract. About here. Perfect. So, yeah, guys, this is the full run that I do. Obviously, it's a little bit longer than what you guys could probably do it in, as I'm trying to show you guys all the key spawns for all the juicy loots. But I hope you enjoy it. Guys, if you find any items that I've not mentioned today during this run, please make sure you put it down in the comments so I can update my guides. Again, I want to just thank you guys for the love and support on the last couple of videos. I'm really, really enjoying making this content, and I'm going to bring you lots more. And I'm really excited to get stuck into the marked room videos and guides that I want to do. I had some awesome comments about testing it on BSG servers versus local servers, and all those sorts of bits and bobs. So keep the comments coming, guys. Really, really enjoying speaking to you all and getting to know you all. And yeah, without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.